on, babies.
Yeah, this is going to be awesome.
Hello.
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 Hey,
on,
Peter.
man?
How are you?
Doing well, man. How about yourself?
Good, thanks. Hold on 1 second. So put on a t-shirt here.
We don't got a video of you. You gotta hit the video.
Yeah,
What?
hold on.
Just put a T-shirt on, Mitch.
Put a teacher on Rich.
Oh no, the nudity is totally fine on this show.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, we could all stay with our shirts off.
I gotta listen to my wife. Wah.
Ray knows all about that.
I know all about that.
Yeah, so we both.
Happy wife, happy life. That's for sure. That's for sure.
This is why I love being the single one of the group, boys.
Time out. Will you
All right.
sit at the top of the... What do I do here? Can
think
you
you-
see?
Not yet, man. Not yet.
See your wife, though. Oof, she's a looker, huh?
Yeah, that's not bad.
Good for you, boy. Good for you.
Talking about my wife or his?
Yours, my friend.
Hey, she's a hottie.
You ain't kidding.
All right, so
So hold on, Peter. You on your phone?
yes.
All right. There should be a little camera icon somewhere on there. I think you want to hit that.
I don't see one.
Interesting.
Don't see. Oh, hold on. There we go. I at the top. Oh, there. Hold on. I just saw there. Oh, that's the voice. I think. Can you,
Not yet. Just keep hitting buttons. We'll see you eventually.
all right, at the bottom. Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
there we go.
Hey,
it comes.
hey,
There he is.
Hey!
what's going
What's
on,
up,
man?
What's going on?
Peter the techno dummy. Big deal.
Peter, don't kid yourself, man. I spent 10 hours trying to get this fucking thing to work today, so banging my head against the wall. Hey, let me get this started and we can start shooting the shit. So this is Simple Mind Sports Show. We are joined by Hurricane Peter McNeeley, sorry. And we're happy to have you on. This is the 25th anniversary of the Mike Tyson's fight, so I'm sure you've been, getting tinged here and there. So we're happy that you were able to make some time for us.
Tonight is the 25th anniversary.
Yep.
Pretty wild, huh?
And you know what? 25 years later, I felt like I was feeling a little fuzzy tonight in the head.
Yeah. So does it feel like 25 years?
No, it does not. Not even like, it seems like it was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why do you think that this fight in particular has maintained its popularity, across the sports world, really?
Well,
Your fight against Mike Tyson is still talked about 25 years later.
I know this, and I'm smart enough to know this. I was the co-star. Everybody wanted to see Mike Tyson,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
in his comeback fight. And, the regular media, like today it's social media, but, in 1995, there was no Facebook, there was no Instagram, there was no Zoom. So, but that being said, on our street in Medfield, it was a small town, 35 minutes southwest of Boston. They never saw anything like this ever.
Right.
And
Yeah.
as far as the media crush, and the street was lined with vans and cars, for like weeks.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, we're all New England guys. Grew up
really?
just over the border in New Hampshire all together. We all went to high school and shit together. And so we know how seriously we all take our sports. And
Right?
You watching the
obviously-
Celtics right now? I can see you looking at the TV. You got the Celtics game on?
I'm looking at my babe.
making sure there's enough to get through this fucking thing, right? So-
That was my new one. I have a couple of spares.
But Peter, I gotta say, with that fight though, obviously Tyson, yeah, sure, that's the name recognition, and he's getting the big payday and everything else. But you brought your own flair there. I mean, you were the talk of the town between the pre-fight interview and even right before you went in. Just that the YouTube clip has gone viral how many times, and and then the fight itself, you're electric in the ring. I did want to ask you, was it your plan to take just as many hits from Tyson just to show how tough you were, or what was the plan on that one?
Hell no. But, I have a film. Now, people know my brother. My brother is my oldest brother, Tom McNeeley III, is in sports media.
Okay.
He won an Emmy Award for his production of the NHL on ESPN. He was with ESPN. He was a head producer for ESPN for over 25 years. And now coincidentally enough, he's doing PBC boxing.
Yeah. Well,
But the point I'm trying to make is that he got an uncut raw footage. Back then it was a videotape.
yeah.
Now I have it on DVD, but raw uncut footage of the fight from like 5 different angles, and you would be amazed at how many bombs Mike Tyson missed.
Right.
Yeah, those uppercuts that he was missing.
Oh yeah, he got lucky missing.
Yeah.
Peter, I got a two-part question.
A couple left hooks that surely would have had my head out on the strip in front of the MGM Grand.
All right, I got a two-part question, and I mean this with the utmost respect because you're 55 and could probably still kick my ass. But how dumb were you to talk trash to Tyson entering the ring?
Whoa.
He's 51, Bill.
Sorry, 51. Sorry. Either way, you're older than me. It could still kick my ass. But how dumb were you to talk shit about Tyson? Did you really think you were going to put him in a cocoon? Come on, dude. That guy's a stone cold killer. And you're sitting there talking shit to him? Come on, man.
Well, hey, you know what? People forget this. I was his first fight in 3.5 years.
Yeah.
After he did, time in prison, and I mean, and even Joe Rogan said on Joe Rogan show, he was prison jacked.
I was just going to ask that. Were
Yeah,
you afraid of prison, Mike? Oh, we lost you there. There we go,
He's
you're
a
back.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we're
you're good.
He's a pioneer in the whole date rape thing.
So you're saying guilty?
No. If a woman goes up to your room after hotel room after 7 o'clock at night, what are they looking for? They're either looking to get laid or get paid, or in her case, both.
Speaking
That's
about,
Bill's motto.
hold on. Speaking about getting laid and getting paid, how many hookers and how much cocaine did you do after that fight with Tyson?
A lot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
my
awesome.
man, my man.
You know what? But hey, I'm happy. I'm happy today
Yeah.
to say I'm 4 years, no alcohol, no drugs.
Good for you, man.
Congratulations,
Awesome.
my friend. Congratulations, man.
You know what? Like it's like I'll be 52 October 6th coming up, and you know what? Like been there, done that. You know that's for kids or young men. You know what I mean? Enough.
Deplorable men like myself. I get it, man. I get it.
If it makes you feel better, Peter, Bill's only 35 like the rest of us, but he looks 65. So
I look older than you, man.
he's on a downward trajectory real fast. I think Ray had something for you.
Yeah, I have a quick question for the whole negotiation process you went through with the Tyson fight. How was that leading up to the fight? And is Don King that much of a douche in real life?
Love Don King. I love Don King.
How much money did he steal from you?
No. Like it wasn't gonna benefit Don to, there were bigger fish to fry for Don. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Mike Tyson can attest to that.
It wasn't gonna benefit. I did not make enough money for Don. Listen, Don's worth double or triple figure millions. He doesn't need my money,
Yeah.
Well, Peter, wasn't it the case that I was reading up on it? You had a shot against, was it Oliver McCall? Is that correct? And
originally in '94,
yeah,
we signed we actually went to the Rainbow Room, Rockefeller Plaza, New York City, and McCall had just knocked out Lennox Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
In London, and they came back, and I was already under contract to DKP, Don King Productions, and so Don, it was fitting that Don keeps it in house, meaning
Right.
the guys that are with Don fight. His champions or his contenders.
Right. So that's how you were able to kind of move after that and get the Tyson fight.
What ended up happening was the WBC stepped in after like days. And like when I got home from New York and I get to the house in Medfield, there's trucks and vans and cars. It was crazy, But you know what? That was a good warm up. It was a good warm up for things yet to come.
Right. Yeah, you were able to get the spotlight on you a little bit and then see.
Kids today don't know what I'm talking about. But I was a Letterman, I was a Leno, and I was a Larry King live.
Hey, real quick, you said you didn't get a ton of money for that fight, $700K, right? Roughly.
For the Mike, see. No.
How much did you blow at that first weekend in Vegas? and how much of it went up your nose?
Hey, there's nothing wrong with my beak.
You know who's got a worse one? Artie Lang. You see his fucked up nose? That shit collapsed because of cocaine, man. Yours is looking money.
Can you see me now? Can you see my nose?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Between that and the punches, you're looking good.
Yeah.
Watch. I'm going to show you something right now. Watch me hit my vape. Watch this.
I love this guy. Can you? I love you. You got to come on like once a week. I love
Bill,
this guy.
I'm sure you got a vape there. You can hit it with him.
Yeah.
I do have a vape, but it's too far away.
Oh, shit. There it is.
What? There it is.
There it is.
Wait.
Jesus. It's too bad you don't drink anymore, Peter. You'd be drinking for free at a bar all night with that trick.
Oh, dude. You'll be drinking over for free at a bar with me all night, baby.
Shit. Hold on.
He's got to get his back up.
There we go.
Ready.
If it comes out of his ears, I'm going to shit. Oh, that's a good one.
Awesome.
That's a good one.
That's awesome.
Puff the Magic Dragon. Coming at you.
No. What we call that, and they love it at my local boxing gym here. Peter, do it. We call it the one-eyed dragon.
That's what Bill
That's what I
calls
call
his
my dick.
You're right.
Speaking of Limelight, Peter, I had this question. When you did the Tyson fight promo and you did the cocoon, the famous cocoon, did you try to memorize that, or were you just like, fuck this, it's too important to nail this burn, I'm gonna read it right off the paper?
I'm Hurricane Peter McNeeley from Medfield, Mass. On Saturday night, watch me kick Tyson's ass. If you haven't made your pay-per-view arrangements yet, then make them soon. Because you know what happens when I wrap you in my cocoon.
Love it.
Oh,
You
man,
should
baby.
memorize it. Absolutely throw them
Hey, you
right
still
in my
rocking a
fucking
mullet
face.
over there, or what? Is that you? Is that a mullet? Oh,
No.
is that ever going to come back?
No.
Ah, that's a shame.
Actually, you never know. Hey, you never know. What I love to do, I love to shave it right off. The good old school whiffle.
Yeah, I just let mine just fall out. I don't even need to shave it. I just let it all fall out.
I love the good old school whiffle. As a matter of fact, right now, I got a whiffle back in June, and McNeely's go gray. We don't go bald.
There you go. That's better. The women,
yeah.
the women,
The
love
women
salt.
love the salt and pepper. Trust me,
So,
love the salt and pepper.
Hey, quick question for you, Peter. Being brought up, your dad was a boxer, correct?
yes.
Was this always in the plans for you when you were a kid, like growing up, that you wanted to be a
No.
boxer?
No. Hey, for me
Grandfather
and
too,
I-
right?
I'm the third generation professional boxer. Third generation. But it ends with me. It ended.
Yeah.
Yeah. I only have one child that I know of.
That's what I say too, but I say none that I know of. I love this guy. This guy's good. I'm gonna be this guy in 20 years. I love it.
You don't have the pedigree to be fucking.
Except I'm not a boxer and fat as shit and lazy and I look way older already. So you never know. And I might be dead. So
I have a daughter, but I don't. And she's young. My daughter is going to be 13 shortly, but I pity the man or team that goes near her. but I don't believe in boxing for her.
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask you. Bill had this question. How did you get the name Hurricane?
Well,
hold on, Reuben Carter. You stole it from the Hurricane. Admit it. Admit it.
No. What it really was I turned pro August 23rd, 1991 on
Hurricane Bob?
Hurricane
Bob.
Hurricane Bob.
You got a hurricane? No fucking way. Get out of here.
Hurricane Bob.
That's all right.
Hurricane Peter McNeeley.
Fuck, come on.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And
Oh,
I
God.
get pissed. I get pissed still to this day. Hey, it's not Peter Hurricane. You gotta say it like the weatherman says, Hurricane Peter.
Hurricane Peter.
Hurricane Peter coming at you. I fucking love that. Hurricane Bob. That's for real. Holy shit.
Yeah,
I mean, that.
Dude, I remember that. I remember where I lived when that hurricane hit, baby.
Yeah, of course. Of
Trash
course.
can.
My pro debut outdoor fights on Nickerson Field at BU. It was always outdoors, so it was almost postponed by Hurricane Bob.
Patriots used to play on Nickerson Field.
Yes, back then, my Uncle Brian played with them, and my father, God rest my father's soul. My father used to call it, he called it the old Braves field, the Boston Braves.
Yeah, that was the thing. Yeah.
I'm still a Braves fan to this day.
Yeah,
I was born in that time too.
So Peter, speaking of that era when you were coming up, I think I read that you got kicked out of Bridgewater State.
No.
That's good because I don't think nobody's been kicked out of Bridgewater State. It's not the fucking poster child for academia, I would say.
I'm pretty sure I could sleep my way through a fucking Bridgewater State.
I got kicked out of the other Bridgewater State.
Oh, okay. I got it. So the degree and the other one hangs on your wall, and the other one shall not be named.
Hold on, I gotta.
Hey, hold on, we got it right here.
Bridgewater State diploma. That's like the University of Phoenix online. Am I right?
It's just going to be a piece of printer paper.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Now, I did it old school when you lived in the dorms and you get up and you go to classes. No online bullshit.
That's right.
Was it as crazy back then as it is now? Have you seen? No.
Now, I did not start boxing till, where the hell was I going to box in Medfield?
Beat up all the rich kids.
Right? Slapped a couple of rounds. But where was I going to box? So, I started boxing between my freshman and sophomore year in Natick and Framingham. And then when school started in the fall, Dad, now you got to remember, this is in 1987. The Hagler Leonard super fight had just happened in late April. So the Petro Jim and Brockton.
Hagler should have won that fight.
The gym was jumping with vicious killers looking to ride Marvin's coattails to the top, and nobody knew, that Marvin was going to stop, and he just took off. He didn't say a word to anybody. He just got wherever he went, and didn't say a word.
Yeah. Let's circle this back to boxing real quick. I got a two-parter. Hold on.
So I started boxing in September of '87 at the Petro Gym in Brockton, and it was a war. It was a war up there every night.
All right, so back to your boxing career. One, how did that Butterbean fight come? And two, who hit harder, Mike Tyson or Butterbean?
What are you smoking?
Legitimate question. Who hit harder?
Butterbean.
It's a funny question, but it's a trick question. Mike Tyson.
Butterbean could have bust the grape. Never had me down. When the referee stopped Shady Jane 80.
Yeah, it was a quick stoppage, right? It was under 2 minutes. It was under 2 minutes. I did watch that fight today, so I know this. So
Never down.
And Peter, the announcers were ripping you and Butterbean the whole time. It's like they were like
Butterbean's like 300
they're
pounds
shitting
too.
on both of you for whatever reason.
At that time, Butterbean fought between 340 pounds and 360 pounds.
Jesus.
For that fight, he weighed 311.
Is that just a payday fight, or did you like legitimately want to fight him? Were you just looking for a payday real quick?
No, really, boxing never was. My whole career was never about paydays. I loved boxing. I wanted to be a boxer like my father. That was all. There was no like I did not give a fuck about money.
So in that vein, Peter, to kind of dive into your brain on the boxing side of it, do you have, let's call it, a favorite punch to land or a least favorite punch to take? You know, is there anything that you're just like avoiding, or when you nail it, you're like, fuck yeah, that was the one. That's the one I was looking for.
Like now this is and it's all right. I only had 21 amateur fights. That's it. That's like barely a blip on the radar.
Mm-hmm.
Only 21 amateur fights, and like my 8th amateur fight. Now I had been sparring with Steve Collins from Ireland. Steve Collins was training with us, down at Petrelli's with us, with me, and I sparred with him for like 6 weeks before I knocked out the #1 ranked amateur in the country, and he ended up making the same guy. Went to the finals of the Olympic trials.
Yeah.
I mean, just to make it to the Olympic trials at all is like, it's so difficult. But this guy made it to finals of the Olympic trials, and I knocked him out.
You guys ever train with like Vinny Pazienza? He's another kind of local guy, right? I mean, he's from Rhode Island, close to us.
Vinny visited our gym for sparring in like 93 or 94.
Was that after he broke his neck? I don't remember the year he broke his neck, but right, it was
actually I believe it was my 3rd pro fight was in Fall River, and Vinny was there, and he was wearing the erector set.
Did you watch this movie, Bleed for This? I really enjoyed that movie a lot.
Erector set.
He had the cage where they actually drill
right in his skull. Yeah.
The forehead.
No painkillers taking those out either, too. That motherfucker was.
God bless. No, but that was 91, I believe, 91 or 92 when that happened.
Hey, what do you think about Mike Tyson coming back this couple months? Roy Jones.
Well, funny you just should ask, because I just got off the phone with my brother.
And you're going to fight Mike Tyson? Breaking news? Holy shit, Peter.
No.
That's amazing.
Roy Jones is rumored today is Roy Jones is backing out, so he might need another fight.
That's why I called my brother.
Yeah, baby. The way that first fight ended.
Throw my name in. Get my name in there.
Yeah, that was my next question,
Peter,
dude. You got to do it, bub.
You take the fight.
Yeah, you got to take the fight.
I go to a local box gym, local to where I live. And for the first time in my life, it'll be 3 years ago, coming up to be 3 years Halloween. I do not live in Norfolk County any longer. I live up in Essex County, and I go to a boxing gym in Lawrence. And love it. love this gym.
Mm-hmm.
They love Hurricane, you know?
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
Do you want to shout him out? What's the name? Shout him out.
Shout him out.
Give him a little promo.
Intends with a Z, not intense with an S. Intends boxing gym.
Intense
Holly-
boxing gym in Lawrence, Massachusetts.
On Holly Street in Lawrence. Great boxing gym.
So you said you'd fight Mike Tyson on short notice.
Yeah.
Do you think you'd get
Yeah.
knocked out on the first punch or the second one?
Oh, come on, Bill.
What is this one?
Dude, I don't mean this shit on you, but the only reason I asked because Tyson just released a 5-punch combo today, and he's scary at 53. He's fucking scary. I couldn't do it. I would
No
shit my
shit,
pants.
Bill.
I would shit my pants.
I'd kick your ass.
Let's just say let's just say that it happens that I do have a rematch with him.
I want to see it, and I mean this with all respect. All respect.
Well, I would do it just like I did before.
Baby.
Right at him. Right at him. Again, right at him.
Dude, I
Did
love
you
it.
like Hurricane? Was that something to get you psyched up for the fight? Because that was one of your moves. Just as soon as the bell rang, take it right to the middle, take it right to him. Was that something for yourself just to get into it, get rolling, get the punches flowing, or was that like an intimidation factor, or what was the reason behind that?
Funny you should ask, because I did that in almost every one of my fights before Tyson.
Yeah, I heard them on the broadcast. They did mention on the broadcast you try to time the timekeeper, right? So you can just kind of take off right before he was ready to slam the bell.
Giddy up.
Giddy up, motherfucker.
Let's go, son bitch. Let's go. Speaking of the Tyson fight, Peter, we had this one for you. I'm going to steal this from Bill. So Tyson looks good, but do you think he could beat a black bear? Like if you had to fight a bear in the ring, who do you think comes out of that alive?
The bear better have a the claw, his claws trimmed or plucked or whatever.
I could beat a black bear. Black bears are fucking pussies, okay?
I'm
Black bears are pussies. They eat berries.
I'm doing all day on the bear.
No way. Black bears are pussies. I can beat a black bear. I've had this debate with these two motherfuckers on this podcast. I can beat a black bear. They eat berries. They eat nuts. They don't eat meat. They're fucking pussies, and they're scared of humans. I could beat a black bear.
I'd like to see tune-ups for Tyson go, number 1, Billy Graybeard, kill him. Number 2, the black bear, take him out. And then 3, take on the Hurricane in the rematch everybody's looking to see. I think that's a really nice 3-fight combo for Tyson in 2021.
I think I'd rather hang out with the bear than fight him.
Most
Are
of
you
us
still
would.
are you
Most
still
of us would.
friends with Tyson though? Are you you guys communicate, or it was one of those things that just is over and done with?
He came to Boston, and complete coincidental thing happened.
Yeah, I think he was out for the UFC fight when it was with the McGregor fight a couple years back.
No, it was 1997, and I friend of a friend took me to his hotel, just me and Mike in his hotel room, just the two of us, and then he got my phone number from somebody in 07, and he called me, and he left a voicemail. And you can only imagine how many assholes they got calling me up, leaving messages imitating Mike's voice.
Right. Yeah.
So, but that being said, I listened. I'm like, that's really him. I called him back. We ended up talking, on and off over a 3-month time, over a 3-month period. And every see, my father fought Floyd Patterson for the heavyweight championship world, and my father fought light heavyweight champion Jose Torres he was a light heavyweight champ, but they fought in a heavyweight bout. So both fighters were trained and managed by Costamato, who was Tyson's first boxing teacher. So it was like a boxing it was like a boxing flashback. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
All those Costamato guys, though, did he hypnotize them like he hypnotized Tyson before? Like, was it all those guys, or is it just Tyson in particular because he was the best one? And
I'm still convinced my wife hypnotized me.
Yeah, I can see that, man. Stone Cold Fox.
Stone Cold on the side, man.
Hey, she didn't have to hypnotize. She just looked at me.
It was over. Hey, Peter, last question before we let you go here. I wanted to get your opinion on just the shitty fucking world we're living in right now with COVID and everything. And, you know, we're big MMA guys, and we're paying attention to the UFC as well as boxing. But just the idea of walking into an empty arena or stadium or gym and having to, you know, fight for a title or even just a lower card, just go out there and give your best. How would that affect you? Would you take on a different approach, or how would you walk in the ring like that?
Funny you ask, because Intense Boxing Gym opened back up. I've been there a few times. I was there Friday, and I was there this past Monday, and they've been having fights on ESPN. They're audience-less, but they've been having fights on ESPN.
Right.
No, hey, it's a strange new world we're living in.
Yes, sir, it is.
Ain't that the truth, man?
Ain't that the truth?
Well, listen.
Hey.
Hurricane Peter. Hurricane Peter.
Hurricane Peter.
We really appreciate you. We really appreciate you coming on, and you know, I guess I would say congrats on 25th anniversary. This thing's still newsworthy. Everyone's still talking about it. You're still top of the headlines, and a Massachusetts favorite until the day we all die.
Yeah, New England guy. Yeah, and congratulations, 4 years sober, and if we can get you back on again, I'd love it. This has been a fucking awesome time. Great,
it's been awesome, man.
Thank you very much, gentlemen, and till we meet again.
Till we meet again.
Sir.
Thanks a lot, Peter.
Thanks, Peter.
Thanks, Peter.
Thank you.
Sign it up, baby.
Good night.
Good night.